This is why I switched to Shopify. I tried 3 other platforms prior to Shopify, and I remember my breaking point was when I would try to make one little change and my entire site would go down. What are you waiting for?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationship advice channel. Yes, we're getting back into this topic again. And I want to resume this. Like I said, there's going to be another one too, so I want to break it down. But today we're going to focus on, allegedly, it's her, Rachel, they call her. And she's going to be on the stand. So we're going to hear what she has to say on the stand. Alright, which is be very interesting. Okay, hold a second because I've got to set this up correctly. Alright, just let people know, let me know. Do y'all hear me clearly? Just let me know. Do you hear me clearly before I start talking here? I want to make sure you hear me clearly. Let me rewind this again. Can y'all hear me clearly? Yes. All right. Good. That's what I want to know. All right. Let's start over again. All right, everybody. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationship advice channel. All right. So we're getting back into this topic again. OnlyFans Stalker Mauricio Guerrero. I can't pronounce his name, but just look into the description. Make sure you read the description so you can find out what this is about. Hiding in an attic trial. Victim on the stand. So we're going to have the victim here. She's going to be speaking. Now, allegedly, this is the victim, right? So we've been watching, past couple of these videos, and you can feel free to go back and check my past videos so you can watch a bit of the trial, and I do the clips of the trial. And this is a very interesting trial because basically he met this girl on OnlyFans. She gave him her number, her address, accepted gifts from him. He came over to visit her. They had intercourse, and the list goes on or whatever. But we're gonna hear what she has to say on the stand, which I think she's full of baloney. But unfortunately, he was convicted, and if you read the description, you'll find out what charges he was found guilty for and what charges he was found not guilty. I personally feel he should have been let go for everything. You would have just gave him an order of protection, you would never heard from him again. All right? He's not built for jail. He was only doing this to make her happy because she said she wanted him to be obsessed over her. She said she wanted him to R her and all these kind of things. Really? 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 All right. So we're going to get into this trial here. All right. So let me just greet the people that's in here real quick and stuff. And don't forget, make sure you hit the like button. Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. All right. And also feel free to check out some of my past commentary because my channel is more of a teaching channel to help people to date smart and not thirsty, to look out for the red flags in a relationship. Right. And I use trials. I use news stories. I do amination. Check out my amination. I have an awesome amination series, right? So different tools to help people to, date smart and not thirsty, and be careful. Because not everybody comes into your life with good intentions. But not everybody is bad, All right, and if you need to reach me, you can feel free. You'll find my email in the description. If you have a viewer's request or you need coaching in dating, love, relationships, anything like that, feel free, or you need to speak to me, and we'll go from there. All right, we have Deb up in here. Deb came up here early. Like I said, everybody hit that like, share it out in your social media. We have Deb up in here. Hugs and kisses to you. And 603 up in the house, too. All right, 603 up here, and Emmanuel Mod on deck. Hey, pretty lady Donna. Oh, and you too, handsome, and thank you. All right, let's get to the next one. And who else we have up in here? Oh, Danelle Gigi pop up in here too. Yes, she popped up in here too. I see you, girl. I see you. All right, everybody, thank you for hitting the like, and thank you for Mod on deck. Now let's get it. Now, the reason why you're gonna watch it here in this beginning, why is it so dark? Which is very strange. Well, it's dark because they don't want to show her. So unfortunately, you're not going to see her. Nope, you're not going to see her. But I think that's her, the picture that I did show you. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and I want to let you know the speed is going to be on 1.25. Yes, 1.25. All right, if you need to slow down your end, you know what to do. Hit the settings and lower it down. Resume. Let's get it.
Good afternoon. You'll see that the witness stand opens up. If you could step through. Remain standing. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give to the jury will be the truth and the whole truth under the penalties of perjury?
I do.
Please be seated.
And would you please state your full name and spell your last name for the record?
Rachel Nunez, N-U-N-E-Z.
That microphone moves and want to spray towards it. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
And where are you from originally?
Rye, New Hampshire.
Did you go to school there?
I went to school in Portsmouth.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah.
And after high school, did you welcome a son?
I did, yes.
What year was he born?
2018.
That would make him how old today?
He's 4.
And do you currently live in Suffolk?
Yes.
Who do you live with?
My mom and my son.
And your son. Do you have sole custody of your son?
Yeah.
Is his father in that picture at all?
No.
I want to draw your attention back to fall of 2021, if that's okay. Where were you living back then?
I think Dover.
Dover. Well, whereabouts in Dover?
I just heard what you said, Dale Gigi. Thank you for going live. I'm at the movies with my kids, dozing off. Aw, you are good moms. You're good moms taking to the movies. Oh my gosh, this was so funny. I've been there. All right, resume.
I don't remember the name of the road.
Who were you living with?
Just my son.
And was it like a house, apartment?
Apartment.
And how long did you live in that apartment for?
2 or 3 months, I think.
And how were you making money back then?
Doing OnlyFans.
Did, or does, or did, excuse me, Weston's father contribute at all to child support?
No.
Was OnlyFans your sole source of income?
Yes.
Can you explain to us just a little bit about what OnlyFans is and how you got involved?
It's just a site that you can sell. You can do whatever you want on it. Mostly girls just sell videos of themselves. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Well, let me this way. You said that girls can sell photographs of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because how do they do that? Is there like something they can set up via OnlyFans?
They would subscribe to your page.
They can have a page that other people can subscribe to.
Yes.
And you said girls can sell pictures. Can they sell like videos and stuff too?
Yes.
Is there a mechanism on a website to message from people?
Yes.
So you said that back then you were on OnlyFans. And so did you have one of those pages then?
Yes.
And did you have subscribers?
Yes.
And you don't have to go into like detail or anything, but did you post photos and videos of yourself?
Yes.
And how would people pay for those?
They would just, I don't know, you have to like unlock it. It says like buy. And so they would like use their debit card or whatever and connect it to the site. And that's pretty much it.
Would you personally take payments from people?
What do you mean? Like,
Okay, so you personally be running credit cards?
oh, no? No.
Can fans on subscribers on OnlyFans privately obtain content from you?
Yeah.
How does that work?
If I gave them my number, I guess.
I was talking specifically about one of your subscribers from back then, Mauricio Guerrero. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how you initially actually met him?
On OnlyFans.
Can you explain a little bit more what that was like?
He messaged me. I don't know, we talked for a bit. And then I believe I gave him my number, because he was gonna buy me things, and that's really all I remember.
Do you hear her talking? I believe I gave him my number. Either you gave him your number or not. What do you mean, I believe? See what I'm saying? Let's get back to it.
It's a little hard to hear you.
Okay.
And I would say it close to the microphone, but sometimes you get feedback through that, so if you could speak louder, that would be helpful.
Okay.
So I think you said that you gave him your private number, and that was so that he could buy you things, is that right?
Yes.
So tell me how that would work.
I think I just said I want what I needed for an apartment. I think it was a TV and a fireplace. And he said that he ordered them. That's,
Was there anything that you would do in exchange for those items?
no.
Then why do you think that he would get it for you?
Objection.
If you know.
Because he liked me, I think.
Because he liked me, I think. Really? Do you hear this BS she's on the stand? Trying to act all innocent? What do you mean you believed he liked me, I think? You gave him cookies. Resume. And the people that's coming in, if you want to know what's happening, make sure you read the description, find out what's going on, and make sure you hit the like button and engage if you like to, or you can just sit back and just listen, whatever you like. Let's get it. Thank you for being here.
Initially, how often were you texting with Mauricio?
A couple times a day.
Did he ever actually send you items?
Yes.
What kind of items?
The TV and the fireplace.
Can you just describe this fireplace for us a little more?
It's big. I think it's like electric. Probably gives off some sort of heat. I don't know.
So not like fireplace that you installed on a home, like that's in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
And you know roughly how much those things were worth?
I don't know, 700 or something.
So pretty significant amount of money on these items.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, did he know your real name?
I think I told him eventually.
Did you go by a different name? Yes.
Yeah, I did go by a different name. Yeah.
And what was that name?
It was probably Isabella.
Via texting or any other sort of messaging platform, did you start to talk to the defendant more frequently?
Yes.
How frequently would you say?
Every day.
What kinds of things did you talk about?
Everything. I don't remember specific things.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you tell him about yourself, your personal life?
Oh, yeah.
For instance, you told us that you had a son. Did you talk to him about that?
Yeah, I must have mentioned that. Yeah.
And did you learn anything about him?
Yes, just kind of like where he lived and what he does for work.
And what were those things?
Pennsylvania, I think, and I don't remember where he said he worked.
How would you describe, I guess, the nature of these messages that were?
Friendly, but also like sexual at some points.
We've been watching this trial. You're just lying. We seen the text messages. Why you trying to act all innocent? You're lying. And I see you real as husband kisses to you and blessings, brother. Blessings, blessings. You're full of crap. Y'all, do you hear this? Trying to say, oh, me, I guess he liked me. Oh, I think I gave him my number. You know what you did. This poor man. All right, let's get back to it.
Did you ever, during your conversations with him, give him your address?
To my Dover apartment, I believe.
Why?
I can't remember. It was maybe for the TV fireplace. I can't remember.
You don't remember which one, but it was for the fireplace or TV?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And did you ever give him your mother's address?
I don't believe so. I don't remember.
Is it possible you gave him your mother's address?
It's possible.
Let me ask you, did you eventually move back in with your mother sometime in that
Yes. Yeah.
timeframe? And if he were to send you an item, would it be, let me rephrase that. Is it possible you sent him your mother's address or to send one of the items there?
Yes.
So, at the time in your life, do you have like a boyfriend or someone special in your life?
Yes. Well, no, towards the end, yeah.
Towards the end, yeah, but I'm talking more in the fall of 2020.
No.
Do you have a lot of good relationships with men?
No. No.
No. How was your self-esteem at that point?
Very low.
And what about your alcohol consumption? Can you describe that?
Yeah, I was drinking almost every night. A lot.
Is there a reason for that?
Just to kind of numb everything.
Rachel, other than messaging and on OnlyFans, did you know the defendant from any other source?
No.
So why are you talking to a stranger?
It's just kind of like what you do on that site. I don't know.
Well, the messages that you guys sent back and forth via text message, you said kind of got pretty frequent. So why did you keep that going?
He was nice. I don't really know. I mean, I'm not sure.
How did he treat you?
Good. He made me feel special, I guess.
Can you tell me what you mean by that?
Pretty, beautiful, like, I don't know.
And how did he do that?
How did he do that?
How did he make you feel that way?
Oh, by just saying, like, compliments and stuff like that.
Do you know how roughly long you two were communicating for?
Like 3 months, maybe 2 months.
During that time frame, would you ever say that you were in a relationship?
No.
And do you think that he believes you were in a relationship?
Objection. Come up.
Let me read what Melanie says. See how Law and Crime worded the title. They call him a stalker. He has 0 charges of stalking. Then they blocked video of the OnlyFans girl and her mom, which makes it appears like she's a SA victim. Exactly. And you said that before too. Thank you, Melanie. It still doesn't make any sense. Why the mother's not shown? Why they not showing? There has not been no R going on. No SA. We didn't hear nothing about this in the trial. What we heard in the trial was text messages and calls that's what she wanted him to do to her. That's what we heard. This poor guy. His first taste of cookies, and look where it leads him. First taste of cookies. Yeah, this is probably his first taste of cookies he ever had. And she took advantage of him and she knew it. You piece of crap, you low life, you trifling hussy, you heifer. Resume.
And you can answer the question, and if you need it, ask again. Attorney Rob will ask the question again.
Can you answer it again?
Okay, sorry, what did you say?
I said, do you need me to answer that question? Ask that question.
Yeah.
Do you think that he believed you were in a relationship?
Yeah.
Why?
Just the way he acted, I guess.
Did you ever tell him that you thought of him as like a boyfriend?
I could have, yeah.
You said that he might have thought that you two were more than what you thought at the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that anything you did contributed to that?
Yes.
Can you tell me what you mean by that?
I mean, I probably led him on. I said things like, I really like you. I don't really remember the text I sent, but
I couldn't hear her, I'm
I
sorry.
think you said, I don't really remember the text I sent, but yeah, if you could speak up, Rachel.
sorry. Yeah, I don't remember the text I sent, but I would say I led him on.
So you let him on. Did you ever express that you had like love for him?
I probably did.
Or what about attraction to him?
Yes.
Did you ever mention being like sexually attracted to him?
Yes, most likely.
Did you ever talk about like meeting in person like someday?
Probably.
Did you ever make any like concrete plans to hang out?
I don't remember.
What about saying things like, I wish he was here?
Yeah, I do remember saying that.
I want to talk about the first time the two of you, the first time the defendant ever talked to me.
603 exactly, Melanie. It's women like this that give us all a bad name. Yep, And especially a guy like this is his first experience. So he's already thinking all of them is like that. That's why it's important as parents or big brother, big sister, mentor, cousin, whatever. Talk to them about sex. Talk to them about dating and stuff. Because you have a lot of trifling people out here. And this woman is a trifling heifer. She ain't no good. And I think the mama's a trifling heifer too. I said, these are all my thoughts and opinions, and I'll share them. Why do I feel the mother's like that? Because you knew what your daughter was doing. And you listen to her understand, sound like she was lying. She wasn't being direct. You have some parents out here, and I said this before, that work together. Mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, or whatever. Mother and son working together. Their child get in a relationship and use them for their needs, financial gain, or whatever. This happens a lot. And this could have been one of those cases. Bet she was out there picking the outfits for her daughter to wear for OnlyFans. Maybe you should do this scene, daughter. Probably told him to get that fireplace because it was probably a scene that somebody wanted a fireplace. So she was like, oh, he's a sucker. He'll go out here and get a fireplace for me. He's probably maxing out his last dollars, credit cards, everything for her because he thought that she loved him. Because she was telling him, I love you. I love you. Man. All right, let's get back to it. Wait a second, let me guess. She already had a husband or a boyfriend. No, she wasn't married. No husband, no boyfriend. She just had a child, if you're talking about her. She only had a child. I think the child's 2 years old and she lives in her mother's house. Doing OnlyFans. Resume.
To see you.
Huh?
Did the defendant ever come up to New Hampshire to see you?
Yes.
I want to talk about that. Prior to coming up.
And let me add, I'm not one of those people criticize people doing OnlyFans. Hey, if it's legal, you're making your money, you're making your hustle, you do what you want to do. So I'm not judging nobody who, do phone sex, do those kind of things. I don't know. Whatever it is, if that's what you want to do. But you just have to be very careful what you're doing. Because you are walking, you're entering in a world that could be very dangerous to you and people around you. Right? But what I don't like the fact that what she did was she used this guy. She was manipulating this guy. She tell him love him. You knew that this boy did not have, he hadn't had that many cookies. I don't think he had any cookies. These was the first cookies he ever had. Basically, his lawyer even said it. And you took advantage of him for your selfish gain. And I don't like people like that. All right, let's get back to it.
Did he, I guess, let you know that he'd be coming?
No.
When he got there, were you surprised that he was there?
Yes.
In do you know roughly how far it was for him to come see you?
I think it was like 6 hours.
So where were you living that first time he came?
The Dover apartment.
And when he came up that time, did you actually go out and meet with him and like hang out?
No.
Did you ask him to leave?
Probably. I remember being really scared, yeah.
Did he leave?
I think he drove away.
So he came up and you didn't see him and then he left. Is that like a fair characterization?
No, I didn't.
And you know the sad part about this 603? I don't know, I have a strange feeling he probably still loves her. Probably somewhere along the line he probably blamed himself in some sort of way. Because she manipulated him. She groomed him. She loved bombed him. She did the whole works. She messed with his head. I had the strange feeling he still loves her, 603. Isn't that sad? Wow. Let's get back to it.
On that issue.
Okay.
So he came up, didn't tell you, you found out he was there, you didn't see him, and then he left. Is that a fair way to characterize that?
I didn't see, well, I saw it.
I mean, you didn't meet with him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You said you saw him, but how did you, let me back up. I just want to clarify, you might have seen him near your apartment, but you didn't actually go and talk to him, is that right?
Correct, yeah.
Did he leave you anything on that occasion?
I think that was the time he left money or something on my windshield.
You left the money on your windshield?
Yeah, I
Do you
think so.
remember specifically how much?
No, I don't know.
How was your, how's your memory?
He left money on your windshield and you don't remember how much? This wasn't that long ago. You don't remember. You can't just give a little estimate. $20, $30, $500, $1,000. She's lying. Y'all hear this? She's just bold-faced lying. Oh, if I wish I was on that jury. Resume.
Not good.
Did the defendant come up any other times to see you in that 3-month period where you were talking?
Well, yeah, the one time, like, in my apartment or whatever. I don't know what.
So talk about the time that he came into your apartment. Talk specifically about that. Do you know roughly when that is?
December, January?
2021, 2022?
Yes.
So that time he came, did he tell you where he was going?
No.
And when he got there, did you see him? If I see him, I mean in person.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell me about-
eventually.
Tell me.
I think he texted me, or we were on the phone, I don't know, and he said he was here, and I kind of at that point was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna see this kid. And then he came up to my apartment, and I think he was there for about an hour. We had sex, and then he left.
Do you know roughly what time of day that was?
It was late, probably 12, 11.
So where was your setup at?
Sleeping.
Is there a reason why he didn't stay?
I didn't want him to.
Did he leave anything at your house on that occasion? Or apartment?
Probably the belt and whatever else, glasses and a hat or something.
So he left a few items at your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the night that he was arrested, we'll get to that a little bit, did you ever have any other face-to-face, in-person interactions with him?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Any other recollection sticking out in your mind?
Other than the night, the one I just said?
Yeah.
You mean like the night he got arrested?
So there's a night you got arrested, and there's a night in December.
603 going in. She probably had him thinking he was moving into the apartment with her. Yeah, we don't know. Because there was plenty of text messages they said, but they only showed us some. And she probably was. Selling him dreams. We're going to live together. We're going to be together and all kind of stuff. This poor guy. I wish you had a best friend. One of your friends, one of your male friends, you told him, say, yo, I met this girl on OnlyFans and yo, we talking offline. He'd be like, really? And he'd be like, yeah. Oh, yeah, she want me to buy her this out. He'd be like, yo, dude, she's using you. Drop it. No, cut off. Don't send her nothing. But I think he was alone. I don't think he had anybody to talk to. Nobody. Or maybe she groomed him and told him, said, don't tell nobody about our relationship. Because, you know, they're going to judge me because I'm on OnlyFans. And they're going to probably tell you, don't even talk to me, that I'm just using you. Yeah, she could have did that little grooming. You know, isolation is called. They isolate you from your family and friends. Resume.
When you two had sex in your apartment. Other than that, do you recall ever having like a face-to-face with them?
No.
So at some point you moved to your mom's house.
Yes.
When was that?
March? I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. When the night that was arrested, were you living at your mom's house?
Yes.
And how long have you been there for?
Month or two.
So you moved to your mom's house, and where did she live?
Summersworth.
Is that an apartment, house, something different?
It's a house.
And can you just talk about where, I guess what the setup was like, the arrangement was like for bedrooms?
For bedrooms, yeah, I was in the front, my son was in the middle, and then my mom's room was like in the back of the house.
Did you ever make any sort of plans once you moved into your mom's house?
Let me read Melanie's real quick, then Emmanuel. Melanie says, quick point to the DA did not request revoking his bond, nor did the judge do it. This kid is still out on a bond with a GPS till sentencing. Does that sound like he is a danger? Nope. Not at all. This is not a violent person. He don't even. He don't. That's nowhere near. All right. Emmanuel says, all right, at Donna, I agree. I don't know where his father or his uncle or grandfather was, but someone definitely should have schooled the young man, but he may have been keeping it from them. That's a possibility. Like I was just saying, it's a possibility. Could have been keep from, she could have been grooming him. Don't tell nobody about our secret romance because they're just going to, cause problems. They're going to talk about us. That's a part of grooming. And he's young. He's so happy. He's getting cookies. She's paying him attention. To him, he looking at these OnlyFans as some dream woman. And she likes him. Who likes me? Nobody looks at me. She's looking at me. I'll do whatever she says. And she knew it. What a sad. So sad. Let's get back to it.
For the defendant to come and hang out there?
No,
And why not?
because I didn't want him to.
Was there anyone at your mom's house in particular that you wouldn't have wanted him to come to?
I mean, it was my mom's house. Like, I wouldn't just invite a guy over to my mom's house.
And I go back to your relationship with the defendant. I don't characterize it as being in a relationship, but I guess your interaction between you two. Over the course of the 3 months you were talking, do you guys ever get in fights?
Yeah.
About what?
Like, I don't know if I was like talking to guys or like if he was here or not. I really don't know.
Did you ever get upset and block each other?
Yes.
How frequently would you say that happened?
A lot.
And did you sometimes, after getting those fights, block each other with makeup?
Yeah.
And why would you go back to continuing to talk to him?
I felt bad for him. I don't know. I just felt bad.
What do you mean you felt bad? Like, why?
I just felt guilty. He seemed kind of sad, like a sad person. And I don't know, I just didn't want him to ever like do anything to me or himself.
Look at him crying. He's crying on the stand. Not on the stand. He's over there crying. And she said he might do something to me or himself. You know that man was never going to hurt himself. But you probably thought that he might hurt. I mean, you would know that he would never hurt you. That's what I meant. But you probably know that he might have hurt his own self and you didn't even care. Because to you, it was just a game. See, ladies and gentlemen, you have people that play these little sick, twisted mind games with people and mess their heads up in a relationship. And they like the fact that you all over the place. You're not stable minded. You can't think clearly. They gaslight you, manipulate you, control you like a puppet. And has anybody in the chat been watching the videos with Derek Jackson, the YouTuber, the relationship guru, and his wife spoke out? She broke her silence. Let me know in the chat if you did. And if you'd like for me to do commentary on that one too. Because I think it's very interesting. And I applaud her. I think she's a classy lady. It's amazing how people will rip you on the internet for clicks and views and talk about you. And nobody knows what's really happening behind the scenes. That's why I didn't get into that commentary. Because with the Derek Jackson, because of that. Everybody's just so quick. I was like, there's a little bit more to it. Yep. Interesting. But just let me know if anybody's watched the videos of Danae. I think her name is Danae. She's so gorgeous. Danae Jackson, she tells her story. And it just came to my mind when I'm listening to this, a lot of manipulation that she was going through. A lot. So let me know if anybody's interested. I'll talk about it on this channel because I can break down that video big time. It's all about dating, love, relationships over here in Toxic Relationship. Resume.
You mentioned that the defendant, or that he would say really nice things and make you feel good about yourself. Did this conversation kind of continue on in part because of that?
Yeah, definitely.
Did anything about your drink?
Well said. He wouldn't be her first or last victim. Well said. And Emmanuel said here, you said, yeah, I watched that. That guy's a jerk. Ooh. Oh, he's sleazeball 101. And Emmanuel, a lot of things she said, I'm not surprised because I kind of thought that was happening behind the scene. But everybody just wanted to rag on her, the way she looked. They even tried to justify Emmanuel saying, oh, well, look at the way she looked. Maybe that's why he out here cheating. Huh? Y'all don't know the whole story, do you? There's always three sides to every story. It's mine, yours, and then it's the truth. And I'm so glad she's breaking her silence and telling. She's telling it in a well way, Emmanuel, right? All right, I'm not going to focus on that one. Like I said, if anybody want me to do commentary on this channel about it, just let me know. People's watching replay, let me know, and I will break it down for you. Let's get back to it. Let's focus on this young man.
Back to the way you talked to.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I would just get really drunk and say crazy things that I didn't mean. That's pretty much it.
Crazy things like what?
Like the I love you or whatever, and I don't know, like most of those texts I was drunk, so.
Do you know how many times total that he came out to see you?
I have no idea.
Was it more than just the 3 times that we talked about the night you got arrested, the night you had sex the first time?
I don't think so.
I want to specifically talk about the night he was arrested. So that would be February 8th, going into the night, sort of late at night. Okay. Do you remember what point he first told you he was in New Hampshire?
No.
Do you know how he told you he was in New Hampshire? By that I mean, it was on the phone, a text, just rang your doorbell, something like that.
Text?
Do you ever text him from a correct phone number?
Yeah.
And did you have two phones, or how did that work?
I think it was just an app that I used.
So we saw some messages earlier today from like a 620 number. Would that be that app that you used?
Yeah.
I think you had a chance to go through those messages this past week.
Yes.
So if those are on February 8th, can you tell me why you were messaging him on that separate number?
Maybe he blocked me?
I think maybe he blocked you.
Yeah.
And what were you trying to do with those messages? What was the point of you sending those?
I think I was just scared that he did something bad to himself.
Okay, that's my question. So, in a few of these messages we saw, you're asking him.
Can you show some location first?
Yes, this is stage 47. It's the messages from earlier that. Yeah, the captain read the first step. So in these messages, you're asking him to FaceTime you and call you. Do you remember why you were doing that?
I think I was trying to see if he was here or not.
You're trying to see if he was here or not? Why did you think he was here?
I can't remember. Sorry.
That's okay. Seeing a copy of one of those messages help you remember? So read that to yourself, this blue one.
Page.
There's no pages on this. I can tell you it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth from the 2/8 at 11:55 a.m. Read to yourself. Just to your And I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's hard to read. Why were you messaging the defendant that morning?
I guess because my door looked weird.
What about your door looked weird? Why would you message the defendant about that?
Just looked like it was open, I think, or something. I don't know.
And what were you worried about?
Like him breaking in.
Him breaking in.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're asking him to FaceTime you. Why that?
I just wanted to see if he was like in my house
And why would FaceTiming him help
or
you
in
figure that out?
New Hampshire. Well, I would be able to see.
So you're asking him to FaceTime you so that you can see the background of the phone, is that right?
Yeah.
So those messages from that morning, you're trying to figure out if he's in New Hampshire. Is that fair
Yeah.
characterization?
Yes.
At some point that day, did he tell you that he was in fact in New Hampshire?
I don't think so.
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Well, let me rephrase that. At some point that night, did you know that he was in New Hampshire?
Well, yes. Yeah.
And how did you know that?
I think he texted, like, I don't know, are you talking about like the night he got arrested?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he texted me or something.
And do you remember if you had been drinking that night?
Yes.
So he texts you that he's there. Do you meet with him in person?
Yeah, I went out to his car.
What time of day was that? I know you probably don't remember the exact time, but night, morning?
It was night, it was late at night.
And was anybody in the house like up and around at that time?
No, my mom was sleeping and my son was in bed sleeping.
You know where was he sleeping?
My room.
So you said you went out with the defendant in his truck.
Yeah.
Where was he parked?
He was parked at the top of my street, next to, like, on the corner.
Have you ever been in the defendant's car before or truck before?
I don't think so.
And when you got into the
She asked her, have you ever been in the defendant's truck, car, whatever before? I think so. What is this? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get back to it.
Struck, what, if anything you noticed about it?
I noticed there was like blankets and stuff in the back.
Like how are the blankets and stuff?
Like a bed.
Like a bed?
Yeah.
And when you were in the shop with him, what did you guys talk about?
I don't know. Just like, I don't know. I can't remember.
What did you guys do?
I went down on him for like 5 seconds and then I was really grossed out and realized what I was doing and stopped. And then I think that's kind of when I was like, well, I'm gonna go back inside now.
Did you do anything else in the truck?
No, no.
How did you leave things? How did you leave it in the truck?
I think I said, do not come back to my mom's house
Why wouldn't you want to go back to your mom's house?
because it's my mom's house.
It was gross, and I stopped. You know what you're doing. You ain't hear one point that said that he forced her, he manipulated her, he assisted, he had a gun to her head and made her, taste the wood stick. Nope, not at all. You know what you was doing. What you did was you was teasing him. You wasn't grossed out. It was a manipulation game. You was teasing him by doing that, and then stop. Just give him. It's called breadcrumbing, ladies and gentlemen, in a relationship. Some people, they'll breadcrumb you, give you just a little taste to make you come back. I mean, breadcrumbing could be anything. You don't have to be in oral sex. I'm not talking about just oral sex, but it could be anything. A person breadcrumbing your relationship. A guy could be with a woman. He know he's about to lose her because she's like, look, I've been with you for 2 years. You won't marry me. You won't give me a ring. I have to move on. So he'll breadcrumb her and say, look, he'll come and give her an engagement ring, but he knows he don't have no intentions of marrying her. But he just breadcrumb her with the engagement ring just to hold her a little bit longer so she can shut up and stay. You get it? Or breadcrumb you, or I'll give you a little bit more time. Oh, I'll go with you, to that concert that you want. I'll get the tickets or something. Just little things just to hold you back, but they really not changing their behavior. They still gonna do what they want to do with you. But they'll just give you just a little taste, just something to put in your stomach to hold you down, just to shut up. And what she did was, she was breadcrumbing him with the oral sex. That's what she did. She's talking about she disgusted. Get out of here. He was disgusting when you let her enter your body, too. All right, get back to it.
So what happened after you left the truck?
I went back inside. I think I drank more and then went to bed.
Where did you go to bed?
In my bed, my room.
And what were you wearing when you went to bed?
I think a robe.
The bathrobe?
Yeah.
Were you wearing anything underneath your bathrobe?
No.
Are you a heavy sleeper generally?
If I have wine, yes.
And you said you were drinking, but I don't know if you said what you were drinking.
Yeah, I was drinking wine.
What is the next thing you remember after going to sleep?
Just seeing someone in my hallway.
Can you talk about that experience?
Yes. It was just really scary. I think I ran into my mom's room. I wasn't sure what it was. I don't know. I think she came back, followed me back into my room because that's where Weston was. And then I called the police.
So when you woke up and you saw somebody in your, I guess where in your room did you see this person?
Like just right outside my door in the hallway.
And when you woke up, what first did you know what woke you up?
I don't know, honestly. No idea.
Did you immediately think when you saw this person, that that's the defendant, he must be in your house?
No.
Tell me about what your thought process was.
This sounds silly, but I like thought it was like a ghost, and then I was like, that's not possible. So I don't know. I just was like, I don't know. It took me a minute to wake up, and then eventually I was like, no, could be him.
How confident were you that you saw someone?
Oh, 100%.
And you said after a minute of thinking you thought it could be him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did the, I guess, frame of the person sort of match the defendant in your opinion?
Yes.
So you said that you went by your mom?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I said I just saw something, and then I don't know. I don't know. She just got up, I think, with me, and we just went back.
What did you hear?
I think we heard stuff in the attic, like noises.
Did you reach out to the defendant at all at that point?
I think I said, "Are you here?" Yeah.
Why were you doing that?
Because that was just my.
I'm so sick and tired of her with this. I think. You're not sure about anything, huh, miss? If I was on the jury, I'll take that in big time. Everything you say, I think, I believe, I think. Which one is it? You say you are the victim. He was stalking you and harassing you. Well, then tell us what the heck happened. Resume.
Main thought that it would be him.
You said that you called the police?
Yep.
Did the police come?
Yes.
And what happened after they came?
I think they went up in the attic. They went all around the house, outside. And then I think they saw him on the roof of the house.
At what point did you realize that it was in fact him?
I don't know. I'm sure the police told me. I don't know.
Did the police want to speak to you about what happened?
Yes.
And did you give them a statement?
Yes.
Did you tell him at that point about going out in the truck and kissing him?
I may have.
Remember, whoever told the police or anyone you were about the truck and kissing him? Did any of your
I don't
interviews?
know. Oh, in the forensic interview.
That's what you do.
Could you repeat
The
that? please?
forensic interview?
And that would be like a couple days after this.
Yeah.
We heard from an officer that said that she asked if you were in a relationship with him and you said no. Why did you say that?
Judge. There you go.
Yes, come on up.
Oh my gosh. 603, I love you. As manipulative as she was, she might have thought that this trial would bring her more OnlyFans. You never know what this sick person might be thinking. That is a great point that you made. You just never know. It's amazing, 603, what people will do for clicks and views, money on social media. There was a tuber. I ain't gonna mention the person's name, so I don't want, going through the algorithm, whatever it is, and stuff. But actually lied and said, committed, ended her life. You gotta be careful the words you say. Lied. So, you get money. And then it was at the time that it was that person's child's birthday. So everybody's sending money to the child because it's their birthday, feeling sorry. But didn't have nothing set up for her who claimed ended her life. If I'm making sense, and I'm talking in riddles without saying the person's name. Everything for clicks and views and money. Then got the nerves to come back, act like nothing happened. Saying the person claimed that they was being bullied on social media, so they couldn't take it, so they ended their life. It's amazing what people will do for clicks and views. You have to be careful. People will lie all on social media. And this could be something 603 she might be doing. She thinking this is going to be her big break, getting some money. And, probably is, because there's some sick people like, oh, I'm fascinated. Oh, my God, you stalking her? Let me contact her. Who is her? Where's her OnlyFans number? Yeah, what my manual have to say? Yeah, that was terrible. Seems like people on social media can't wait to tear someone apart when they get the chance. Oh, yeah. You talking about Danae Jackson, right? I think you went back to that Danae Jackson, Derek Jackson wife. Yeah, they was just ready to rip. And you know what, Emmanuel? let me not talk, because I can go in on that topic, and maybe I will do it. And stuff. If I get enough people to say want me to do it, I'll discuss the Derek Jackson Danae. But we're gonna focus on this young man. It's about him right now. But I'm gonna focus on him. But I can go in on that other story. And I see you, Lisa. You popped through the back door, creeping through. All right, let's get back to it.
Oh, I'm not sure why I said no.
Did you consider you two to be in a relationship?
Not in my head, no.
The fact that you had previously had sex with this person, is that something you told mom about?
I don't think so.
Why not?
That's like weird.
After, the police actually take the defendant away from your house.
Yes.
After he left, did you go up to where he had been?
Yeah.
And what did anything you find up there?
Found pee. Oops, sorry. Like a bottle of pee and I think like food. And then like one of those like white square things. I think I found that a few days later or something. I don't know.
Were those items yours?
No.
You know if you went to sleep, back to sleep well that night?
I don't think so.
And that next day, do you remember if the police came back to talk to you at all?
Yeah.
And do you remember what that conversation was about?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
He said that they just.
Do you want to come up?
What? Just some YouTuber crashed his plane and faked a malfunction for clout. And see what I'm talking about, Emmanuel? It's just amazing. That's why when some things that's trending, I kind of wait a little bit later to find out. Oh, we back to it.
The officer come and talk to you about something that he found in defense phone.
I'm sorry, what?
The officer come and talk to you about and ask you about something that he had found in defense phone.
Yes.
Did he show you what that was that time?
No.
Yes, miss. Did you know that the defendant had taken a video of your vagina?
No.
Overruled. I'm sorry, what was your answer, ma'am?
No.
When did you find that out for the first time?
When the police told me that?
And, did you ever give him permission to do that?
No.
Did the officer, did you ever end up seeing a still from that video?
Yes.
What is that?
The forensic interview?
And were you able to tell from that still whether or not, whether that vagina belonged to you?
No, what?
Sorry, ma'am, your answer?
Yeah.
And did it?
Yes.
The detective also showed you other photographs taken of the interior of your house at some point, or the interviewer.
Yes.
Did you ever give the defendant permission to come in and take those photos?
No.
Did you have any idea that he could come in and take those
What?
Do
Sorry.
you have any idea that he had come and taken those photos at the time?
No.
When's the first time you found out about that?
In the forensic interview.
Or interview?
All right, you didn't have no idea about the pictures, but you're so upset, right? You said you wanted him to stalk you and to be obsessed over you. You don't think this kind of stuff comes along with it? So I'm supposed to be, hand you the violins and some tissues for your tears. This is what you told him. You want him to be stalking you and to be obsessed over you. And I love you. Really? 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 Resume.
In the days leading up to the defendant getting arrested at your house, did you notice anything unusual about the house?
No, just that my keys were gone.
Okay, your keys were gone. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I don't know, they were just gone. I couldn't find them anywhere. I had to call the police to get into my car later that night to see if they were in there. They weren't. So,
Do you know roughly how long they were gone for?
I think a day.
At the time when your keys were missing, did you think anything of it?
No.
You had mentioned something in that message that I showed you about the door looking weird.
But yeah.
Okay, can you recall anything about that?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't locked. I think it wasn't locked, or maybe it was locked. Either one of those.
Was that something that you and your mom talked about? That peculiarity?
No, I don't even know. Maybe. Actually, I may have mentioned it to her.
You mentioned that during your forensic interview being shown some photographs of items. So I'm going to show you some of those items and let you know if you recognize them.
Okay.
States 38, 37, 36, and 35. Do you want to just go through those and tell me if you know what they are?
Yeah, those are mine. Oh, these are mine. Just like underwear.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Where did you typically keep those in your house?
In the corner, like right outside my room, in the hallway.
Is it in the corner outside your room in the hallway?
Yeah.
Are they contained in anything?
Like a basket. I don't know. It's always in the middle of cleaning and stuff.
Okay. But not like a dresser in your room?
No.
Was there is it a basket in the hallway where you typically stored your undergarments?
Yeah.
Do you know if they would have been clean or dirty?
Probably clean.
And then, this is 40. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, those are my bikini bottoms.
Bikini bottoms?
Yeah.
So that's 640. Do you know where you would have kept that?
Probably the same place.
I'm going to show you what's marked as 624. Do you recognize which bedroom this is?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. Do you note that red bathing suit anywhere in this picture?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, so that bathing suit's in that picture.
Yeah.
So possible if it wasn't in the hallway, it's on your bedroom floor.
Yeah.
All right, so the state's 31. Do you recognize this, Rachel?
Yes.
What was that?
My license?
That's your license, like your driver's license?
Yeah.
And can you tell, or do you know where that was when this picture was taken?
Looks like on my rug in my room.
Your rug in your room.
Yeah.
State's 32. Do you know what this picture is of?
That's my phone.
And where would you keep your phone when you're sleeping?
Next to me.
Next to you? Would it be like in bed next to you or on like a surface of some sort?
Not in bed.
And then finally, original, here's a redaction, but can you tell me this is a picture of 623?
My vagina.
One second. Before I finish up with you, Rachel, a few more questions. I want to circle back to some of the items that you left at your house in December that one time came in. Actually, let me ask a question first. Is that the only time he ever came in with your permission?
Yes.
And that was in your apartment in October?
Yes.
And I think you mentioned a belt, a hat, and glasses that you left.
Yes.
Do you know what happened to those items?
I think I threw them away.
Did you ever tell him you threw them away?
I think so.
Would seeing a copy of your messages help you remember if you told him that you got rid of those items?
Yes.
Page 1533 from the messages. Just read that to yourself and tell me if it helps you remember if you had told him that you threw some of those items away.
Okay.
Okay. And did you tell him that you threw the glasses and possibly the belt away?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, Rachel, I'm just going to ask you if you see defendant Mauricio, if you see him in the court today,
Yes.
can you point to him and identify the color shirt he's wearing?
Blue.
The record reflects what is identified by the defendant.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, the record will so reflect.
Those are the questions I have for you now, Rachel. That's great. Awesome.
Attorney Starbranch, we'll get started with cross-examination.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
My name's Terry Starman. I don't think I've met, is that right?
I don't think so.
If you don't mind asking a couple of questions.
Sure.
Okay. Did you classify?
No, that's okay. I have another. Thank you.
If you need something to classify, let us know. We're ready for this.
Okay.
I just have a couple of questions for Richard. May I call you Richard?
Sure.
Rachel, lying Rachel. I feel defense should have came a little bit harder on her. Oh well.
I want to sort of backtrack a little bit. I'm not going to go over everything that Attorney Glad went over with you. I have a couple of questions around the same period. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. If I'm not clear, and sometimes I'm not, just shout out and I can ask the question differently.
Okay.
Basically, you met, or rather, Mauricio became a client or a subscriber to OnlyFans in October 2021.
Yes.
And it's fair to say that really about a month later, you started to become a little closer.
Yes.
That was in November of 2021 when you guys told him that you loved him.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. In November of 2021, did you tell him that you loved him?
I guess so.
Well, I'm not trying to trick you. If you don't remember, that's okay. Do you remember?
Yes.
You did? Okay. So in November of 2021, you told him the first time you loved him.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm bump ahead to December of 2021 about the first visit he came out. The first time he came out, when you didn't see him, but you saw him taking that on. Remember that time? The time you walked up to $500.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
603, this is defense now. He just started questioning her. To me, I think he kind of did a little bit of... I mean, he had a good job with the questions, but I think it became a little bit harder on her because everything she kept saying, I think. You know? Oh well, y'all can let me know. And the people's watching replay, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of defense job with the questioning? With the questioning of her? Reason. Johnny Cochran would have got him out quick. This was an easy cut and dry case, and he would have ruined her. She'd have been done on OnlyFans. Rest in peace, brother. Reason.
Okay?
Okay.
You release a warrant?
Okay.
If I would tell you that was on December 7th of 2021, does that sound right to you?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not sure you can be sure. Listen this way. The time that you had a physical relationship with him was right before Christmas, correct?
Yes.
And before that, it came up that he left the money, correct?
He left money like right in the beginning.
Right. So if I would
Oh, Melly said something I didn't even think about. Darn it. He can't go hard on her. She's a woman. And the jury would have been turned off. And you know what? He probably knew that too. My bad to defense. You've been doing this for a long time. I'm just like, it's quite obvious that she's full of BS. But you gotta be careful. You're treading waters when you're dealing with the jury. What you think might not be what they think. Everybody thinks differently. That's a good one. Thank you, Melanie. Resume.
say December 7th, that makes sense to you?
I guess so, yes.
That's a good point, 603. You could have hit that angle.
If I show you a text message, you think that might remind you of refresh your memory of the date that you actually saw him that night?
Sure.
Can I get a shot?
Yeah.
I'm just going to come to you. I'm going to run up on you. I'll always ask permission if I can.
Okay.
Take a look at that and see if that refreshes your memory.
Yeah.
So it looks like it was on December 7th? And that was the day that you sent him away, correct?
Yes.
I'm saying yes.
Yes.
And after you send him away, you say to him in a text message, I should have gone to say hi, right?
Correct.
And then you said, he says, that's fine, right?
Correct.
And then you texted back and you said, I miss you, right?
Yes.
And that was after you just sent him away, right?
Yes.
On the same day, the next text, you say, well, now I want to see you.
Yes.
Would you like me to show this to you? I want you to be sure. 529. Would you like me to show you the text? I don't know.
Yes.
May I push it to you?
Yes.
Yep.
So does that help refresh your memory?
Yes.
So that text is accurate? You sent that, right?
I sent that text.
I would ask if you marked it as a full exhibit, not marked it as a full exhibit.
Yes.
And you also asked him on December 7th, after he was up, you asked him if he wanted to come up.
Yes.
And the text falls, I would have invited him in last night, I didn't know they were there. You know what I'm saying that to him?
I don't remember.
You know that?
I don't remember saying that.
I'm well, so that's this one.
Well, folks, I think what might make sense at this point, while Attorney Scarborough organizes his documents, why don't we take, I was going to plan a break in about 5 minutes anyway. Let's do it now for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back in at 10 minutes of 3. All right, thank you.
No, I don't. No, I don't, girl. Okay, let me fast forward this one because they're going on break.
Page.
Thank you.
Thank you. You gave it to me. She had it.
Still, on December 7th, you say to him, you ask him, do you regret coming? You were saying, text that? That's,
Yeah, can I see that?
sure. This is page 532.
Okay.
And just check the date we showed. I get this wrong. Okay, so December 7th. Did I do the page also? You asked me if you regret coming, right?
Right.
And also December 7th, you actually sent a text and said, if I known you were there, you were saying something like that to him?
Yes.
You also say, the next day, on the 12th, talking about coming by unannounced, you say to him, like, I would never want you to do that again. Ever say that to him the next day?
Yes.
Like, I can show this easy, right here. I'll see it.
Yeah, I'll see.
Sure, no problem. Well, no. This is page 586. Refresh your memory?
Yes.
You asked, you came on the 8th, like, I would never want you to do that again, right?
Correct.
And then you say, a minute later, blood was a little hot.
Correct.
Why would you say that?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Remember you saying something like, are you being sarcastic? Are you kidding me? Remember you saying that? Okay, good luck.
I remember.
Okay. He said something like, are you kidding me? Or being sarcastic? I wasn't sure you were serious, right?
Correct.
And you said, no, I swear to God, right?
Right.
And then, on the 9th, 2 days after the 7th, and you still haven't actually seen him, you actually haven't had physical contact with him, right?
Right.
You say to him in the message, rape me. Right?
Page.
Yes.
642. Okay. You want to take a look real quick?
No, thank you.
You sent a text saying, rape me. Right?
Correct.
Okay. Why would you say that?
I have a lot of mental problems.
It sounds like you guys kind of back and forth kind of game. Is that fair?
I wouldn't say that.
Did you really want to get you?
No.
No? Okay. So, did you mean?
No, I didn't want him to rape me.
On December 19th, you actually watched it. Is that right?
Yes?
Would you like to show the quick one to the date?
It's okay.
It's okay? You want
I'm okay. I believe you.
You take my word, she's got it. You actually, you watched it on December 19th, right?
Okay.
No, that's, if you don't remember, I can refresh your memory, it's not a problem.
What?
Just one second.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
This is page 19.
Yeah.
So the 19 people watch it, right?
Right.
And people respond to text messages.
Correct.
The next week, right?
Yes.
You say, hello, why aren't you talking to me? Right?
Yes.
And they got hold of them by calling it, right?
Yes.
And you start talking again. Right?
Yeah.
And then you said to him, you actually said, you can come up for a visit, right for business, right?
Can I see that?
Oh, no, I'm asking.
I don't, I don't remember.
Okay. But he did come up right before Christmas, right?
Yes, the night in Dover?
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember that before Christmas, the time actually, the time that, first time you had, such a, right? The only-
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, you had a Christmas tree up, right?
Yes.
And he actually gave Pleasant a present,
He gave me 2 little action figure things.
in a monster truck, right?
I don't remember the monster truck.
Okay, but just the action figure, remember the action figure?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll jump ahead to January 2nd. You actually say, well, I wish that was in jail to rape you, right?
It,
The teenager. You want to say that one?
Yes.
During this time, we would go back and forth. Sometimes you guys should be on, sometimes you be off, as far as communication. Right?
Correct.
The fireplace and the TV set, he gave those and had them delivered to Dover and then also Somersworth? Or they both were
Yes.
Somersworth?
I think they both were in Somersworth.
Okay. And in fact, at least 2 different times, you tried to get them back, right?
Did I try giving them back to him?
Yeah. If you remember.
I don't remember.
Well, on December 7th, the day that you saw him, you had a back and forth about whether or not he was welcome there. And on December 7th, you say, like, you can have the TV and fireplace back, because I feel bad. Remember saying that?
Yes.
Now it's on the 7th? Want to check the date real quick?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay. And then again on January 10th, you said to him, take the fucking TV and fireplace. I don't fucking want it. Remember saying that to him?
Yes.
The date appears to be on January 10th. Any question about that?
No.
And I've got great news. I'm not going to go through all the text messages from the 8th. Possibly already done that. Okay, so just jump ahead to your forensic interview. Remember the forensic interview when you met with one of the interviewers?
Yes.
It was videotaped, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And she asked you about questions, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that is true, and I remember I took the first question of the transcript. You felt that you had to make me feel good because you felt bad or awkward, right?
Yes.
But he never threatened violence. Did he?
Mm.
He never
No.
had shown you any weapons and stuck in your face, anything like that. Right?
No.
He never menaced you, right?
What does that word mean?
Try to scare you, put you in fear for your life or something insane to you.
No.
Now, on December 22nd, that was the day that he came out to visit you when you guys had sex, right?
Correct.
And as I understand it, when we were busy, when we asked you this, it's fair to say you didn't enjoy that, right?
Correct.
Okay. But you didn't tell him that, did you?
No.
fact, you told him a couple different times, that was great.
Correct.
Oftentimes you say to him, you like him, sometimes you love him, November was love, later on you just say you like him. But it's fair enough to say that you're lying about that.
Correct.
As I understand, you also met Weston, is that right?
Not in person,
On Facebook?
on FaceTime. Yeah, maybe for like a second.
Okay. It happened, right? Right before Christmas, he was FaceTiming you and met Weston on FaceTime.
Correct.
Fair to say that Mo wanted to have sex with you again, right?
What?
Mauricio wanted to have sex with you again, right?
Yes.
Well, he kept talking about it, right?
Yes.
It's fair to say that you didn't want to have sex with him again.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
You wish to have sex with him again.
In my head, no, I did not want to.
And this is what I'm asking. It was in your head. You might want to mention, you never actually told him. That was really disgusting. You're disgusting. I don't want to see you again. You never said that.
No.
And after Christmas, Mo came up at least 6 times, right?
Wait, what?
After Christmas, he came up at least 6 times. Right?
At least 6 times? Like, are you talking? I don't.
If I showed you a transcript of the interview you had, would that refresh your memory as to how many times you think he came up?
Yeah.
May I push you, John?
Yes.
Rachel, may I push you for a second?
Yes.
I'm going to show you a page from the transcript. I want you to look at it, read it to yourself, and see if it refreshes your memory. Okay? You can go page, you might so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That refresh your memory?
Yes.
Okay. That was a long time ago, right?
Yes.
Okay. Even the interview was a long time ago, right?
Yes.
Okay. After Christmas, he came up at least 6 times.
Yes.
And he actually dropped the present off the Weston at the most, right?
I thought it was. No. Wait, what present?
Let me ask you this. Understand this is a while ago. If you told the interviewer that he dropped the present off the Weston at her mother's son's house, does that sound right?
No. No, because I remember him, like, I remember opening them up at my Dover apartment.
Well, it's a Christmas present.
Yeah.
But those, another present, the monster truck, came after Christmas. They
No, I don't remember the monster truck at all.
Let me show you something, see if this refreshes your memory. Page 43. Actually, I'm saying, you have to drop the present for you, I didn't want to stop the picture, right? So I.
Correct.
Okay, the other way is that. That's exactly right. So that was the present, that was for you, right?
Yes.
Now, it was about that time when you broke off, he broke off contact with you, right?
Yes.
With how I showed the transcript?
No, yes.
Oh. And you actually reinitiated contact with him, right?
Yes.
You know, you helping him find your address right there?
Yeah.
Page 48. Well, maybe I can hear it as well. Do you remember being concerned that he was going to kill himself?
Yes.
And you were concerned, probably you were concerned because he wasn't answering, right?
Correct.
And that's when you attempted to get a hold of him by phone and by telegram? WhatsApp?
Yes.
And when you wouldn't answer that, you actually had cast and calls, right?
Casey?
Casey.
Yes.
Now, on the night in question, I said that question, on February 8th, that would be the day that you guys met up in the truck, right? You with me?
The night that he got arrested?
Well, I guess this was the next morning. 'Cause-
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know it's confusing, but actually it's at 4 o'clock next morning. So
Okay.
I'm looking at, you actually came out in the truck on the 8th, day before, the late night, right?
Yes.
And when you came out, you actually, you had the roll, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Same road you went to bed, right?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that you were leading him on?
Yes.
And is it fair to say you were messing with his head?
Not purposely.
What does that mean?
It means I had a lot of mental stuff going on. I don't know.
Okay. But you agree with that until you think you messed with his head?
Well, yeah, then I guess. Yeah.
Do you remember, you also sort of enjoyed the attention he was paying, right?
Yes, in the beginning.
You actually wanted to be obsessed with him, right?
I did say that.
You did say that. And you actually been playing, why aren't you obsessed with me anymore when you stopped being obsessed, right?
Yes.
And not to, belabor it, you actually use the words that you mess with his head, right? When you describe your open brain.
Yes.
If you know, I can show you.
Yes.
Okay. And is it fair to say when you wanted to be obsessed with you, that you didn't mean it? Is that right? Or did you like it?
No, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it, did you?
I don't know.
Maybe, Coach?
Yes.
Yes, he wants to approach because she's being, what's the word for understand? She's not answering the questions. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Resume. Look at him. He's having a breakdown. She messed his head up. And she's enjoying it. Believe me, she's on the stand enjoying it. What's happening to him. She doesn't care. She doesn't have empathy. She doesn't have no remorse. She's a user. She doesn't care about anything but herself. And I think her mamas might be like that too. Hey, 12, you just popped through here through the back door. I see you, girl. You been watching the trial? Yeah, he's crying. I don't know how much you know about this trial, 12. But this is really a sad case because this can happen to any of our children. You know, and I'm just looking at, he's a young man. First time he got cookies and this is what's happening. He's not built for jail. He's not a criminal. He's not a bad person. His basic problem was he fell in love with the wrong person. That's it. And who gonna tell me on this live stream or the replay watchers or whoever gonna tell me you haven't been through a situation like this? I mean, it might not be at this extent, but you've been through something that you fell in love with the wrong person, a manipulator, deceiver. They showed you one thing and they turned out to be something else. You might be laying down with the person right now as we speaking. Yep, I can go in on this one. All right, let's get back to what else. 603 says, my heart aches for this young man. It does. It really does. I remember 603 when this first came out, and I remember this. I said, what? And even Melly said, we all get hooked on the titles. I was like, what? OnlyFans and Stalker? I'm assuming she was doing OnlyFans. Some guy found her, and some people's very savvy on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. They can find out where you live, where you at. And I figured he found her. He was stalking her, living up in the attic, and he was plotting to do, harm to her. Come to find out, this is completely different. This is not what was happening. When you go to trial, everything comes out, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get back to it. No, he doesn't belong in jail. We got so many people on the streets that need to be in jail. I don't understand why they even walk in the streets. And they out. And this guy here, I don't understand the jury, but I don't know. They have their thoughts and opinions. I would love to know the ages of the people that was on that jury. I really am curious. How many males and how many females? She got some other victim lined up. This is not the only one. She got another one lined up. Yep. Her and her mama. Yeah, I said it. Resume. Men, when you're dating, a little dating tip, be a little bit careful of women that you date that's really close to their mother. I mean, not like close in a loving way. We're supposed to have that, but I'm talking about close in a way of they act like sisters. Okay, it's mother and daughter. It's not sister and sister. Watch out for that. It's a big red flag. Resume. Look at him crying. Look at him. He's having a breakdown. I bet you he probably still love her in a way. Look at him. He's like, how did I get caught up in this? He knows he's not built for no jail. Look at him. Oh, this is so sad. This really is so sad. Amen, that Donna. We need to save and use our limited jail resources for people who deserve it. This guy doesn't deserve jail punishment of any kind, yes, but she pulled him into that mess. If he just had Mel and everybody in here and the replay watchers, if he just had somebody he could talk to, a family member he could talk to, or a friend or something, this man would not be in this predicament that he's in now. Well, what did Emmanuel have to say? As my mom used to tell me and my sister, I'm not one of your little punk ass friends. I'm your mama and I'll be respected as such. Woo! Amen. This is so sad. He's not a dangerous guy. And I think it was Nell Gigi said, if you felt so in danger, just give him an order of protection. He was never going to violate it. He wasn't going to violate. He'd have been gone, disappeared, ghost. You told him one time when he came to see you that this was hot the way you came over here. So he's thinking, oh, this what makes you happy? Me coming a distance and proving my love or something? You understand? Because when men who's really into a woman, and if you say certain things that you want, and he's really into it, he's gonna provide that for you because he cares about you. He wants to show his love for you. He wants to impress you. Once a man really into you, they are going to want to impress you because they care about you. You are the one. And you know, she's saying all these things, oh, I love you, and texting him, and there was even one point that he said, leave me alone. And what did she do? She found out, you know, she had one of her friends contact him with another number to get a hold of him. You see the mind games that she was playing? And this stuff happens in relationships and people don't want to face it. Alright, wait a minute. I think they're going on break. They're going on break again? Okay, we can go on break. Well, they going on break. Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
Here, redirect.
I was going to show you something, just to remember exactly what you said. So I just want you to, you should have 129 and 30. I just want to show you the same page and have you read a little bit further down, and then I'll ask you a question, okay?
I'm going to rewind just a pinch.
Sir, to refresh my memory.
Just refreshing your memory.
Yeah.
I fast forward too much. I want to rewind.
Remain standing.
Excuse me, I was over here choking. Excuse me. Emmanuel says she must have been a DA, memorized, or it must be an election year for someone looking to gain clout. Excuse me. That's another thing. I didn't realize. I learned this like a few years ago. I'm not really a political person. I know very little, basic. And that's something to think about. Sometimes at this time, these people, they trying to be reelected or, you know, voted in or whatever it is. And they'll do stuff like this, and they'll pick a certain case and make sure that they win it or whatever. It's a lot of things. Basically, the bottom line I'm trying to say, there's a lot of things happen behind the scene, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know about, especially in the courthouse. Resume. Exactly, Lisa. Give them back. If you didn't want to be bothered, give them back, right? No, she didn't.
I told him that you want someone to behave the way he behaved the fall, right?
Yes.
If you remember, I
Yes.
want to just real quick.
Sure.
Page 129. Is that a fresh memory?
Yes.
You want to keep this?
No, that's okay.
Okay. So, you told Mauricio that you wanted someone to behave the way he behaved to follow him, right?
Yes.
And you also told him, so he knows, you told him that you want him to be accessory.
Yes.
Only if you need it, isn't there, right?
Yes,
I can show it to you again.
it's okay.
Okay. So we're clear. You convey to him that you want him to be obsessed with you.
Yes.
Thank you, so.
You redirect?
Did you hear it? She said yes. You wanted him to be obsessed with you. I'm glad I rewound it. Ladies and gentlemen who's listening, soak that in. And the replay watchers, resume.
Showed you something, which is exactly what you said. So I just want you to, I think you should have 129 and 30. I just want to show you the same page and have you read a little bit further down, and then ask you a question, okay?
Sir, to refresh memory.
I was just refreshing my memory to ask.
I wasn't sure there was a question.
I was going to ask a question. I just wanted her to read a little bit further down than you have. Okay. So can you tell me what exactly you told Mauricio about what you wanted? Or you want to read it? If you need to refresh your memory, please go ahead.
I just read it, I'm sorry. Like,
I know this is kind of confusing. Because the interviewer asked you,
No, good job.
you want
Overruled, go ahead.
the interviewer asked you was ever a time that you told him that you wanted somebody to behave the way he behaved and like follow you and basically stalk you, and you said, can you give your full answer, please? Just read from there down to there.
Yeah, there were definitely some weird texts and stuff. I don't know. I think I was just like, oh, what? I don't want you to be obsessed with me. Oh, okay. Oh, I want you to be obsessed with me and all this stuff, but I didn't mean it.
Nowhere on message does it say anything about you.
You lying heifer. You meant it. You meant it. Because you one of those sick, twisted women. You know, in the day scene, that's why you really have to get to know a person. You don't know what a person's thinking. Just because you on this level, that don't mean the person that you're dating is on the same level as you. It could be completely opposite. And this is one of those sick, twisted women. She's into that weird stuff. And that's, work for her. And she, this men, I hear that, feel the same way. They'll just be a perfect match. Yep. Excuse me. What did, you said she meant it? Yes, she meant it. And she tried like, no, she meant it. And I just want to know how many other guys she was talking to at the same time with the game. And who she's currently right now gaming. All right, let's resume.
Talking to Mauricio about following you around, does it?
I don't know.
But you did tell him that you think you said something like, I want you to be obsessed with me and do all this stuff, but you didn't mean it.
Correct.
Well, if you didn't want him to do all of that, why would you tell him to be obsessed over me and stalk me? Who says that? Who says that? That's not even a joking conversation. Man, I can't stand this woman. He does not need to go. I just hope this judge will have some mercy. It's all about this judge right now. The ball is in the judge's hand when it comes to sentencing. Resume.
Casey is my best friend.
Spencer also mentions a few times, or at one point at least, where the defendant broke off contact with you, and you kind of made some overt actions to get back in touch with him. Does that question make sense?
No.
Okay. Well, you remember answering a question about how the defendant at one point blocked you.
Oh, yes.
And I think he asked you about whether or not you reached out to him. Because you were worried about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Were there also times during your conversations where you would block him?
Yes.
And something he also asked you about, and that was the amount of times that he came up. And you said something like 6. Where do you want to go first? Okay. You were asked about the amount of times you came up for, and I just want you to read your full answer, starting from 7.
I don't know how many times he came up here, but probably a good 6 times.
And then you're not planning on that talking about after Christmas, or this is just in general? 6 times total.
Total?
Okay. And then you're asked, how would you know about when he came up? Can you tell me about your answer?
Objection.
Wait, come on up for a second.
Look at him. He over there just keep crying. He can't stop. He can't stop. All right, let's come back.
I don't know how you guys probably 6 times. How would you? Were you always aware when he would come up from, I guess, personal observation, if that makes sense?
No.
Would you somehow find out after the fact?
Yes.
Defense ran a message for you where you told the defendant that you, or the defendant told you that he wanted the TV and fireplace back. Do you remember that? That question he asked you about it?
Yeah.
And you said, take it, I don't want it.
Yes.
Remember?
And another thing I want to add. Very great question, Melanie. I would like to know. I really wish I could hear what they say on the sidebar. And another thing too, ladies and gentlemen. In these courts, a lot of people's friends with different people. They have Christmas parties. They all hang out. So you have a lot of people that's in prosecution. They work in that building. And they, assistant district attorneys, whatever, prosecution. They all work in those buildings. And they all friends with judges. They all laugh and giggle, have coffee, and talk to each other. So, excuse me, you never know if this, I'm just using for example. This is all my thoughts and opinions, everybody. So nobody come gunning for me. Now, like her, prosecution, she could be friends with the judge. They could be talking on the side on the phone and say, look, I want this case to go this way, and make sure. The judge has the power to do it. So any workplace, basically what I'm trying to say, any workplace, and this is a workplace, this court right here, okay? The defense attorney, he has worked with this prosecution attorney. So they all worked together before. This is not the first case. So you don't know who is friends with who. You don't know if the defense, I'm just using for example, this could be other trials. Defense could be cool with the prosecution and saying, look, I got to defend this girl. I don't want to be bothered, but crucify her on the stand. Okay, I got you. And that happens in workplaces. That's why when you're in the workplace, you have to be careful who you be friends with and who you tell your business to, because they can sell you out. You friends with the person, they'll go and tell the boss something, and next thing you know, you don't understand why you're getting all these write-ups, or you being fired, or acting funny. So a lot of stuff like this happens. You don't know who is friends with who. And anywhere. Y'all could remember in high school, you was in high school, you might have been friends with somebody, you told her your personal business, you thought y'all were two was cool, and next thing you know, she went, or he went and told other people, and everybody, it's all plastered all over the place. So that does happen in the workplace. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. And one red flag is when you're starting a new job, if you have somebody that comes up to you and they want to, they start gossiping about other people at the job. They just met you. They gossiping. That's the most trifling person. You better watch out with that person at the workplace. Yep. I can give you all kind of tips. Yes, I can. All right. So the point I was just trying to say was the reason why I got into this rant. Just saying this, in any courtroom, everybody knows everybody. Okay? So you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So that's why I feel a lot of times people's not getting a fair trial. You're not. You don't know who's friends with who. It is what it is. All right, let's get back to it. Just food for thought. My channel's educational, so I just want to teach people. Learn from it. Resume. Oh, and we almost over. We almost done.
Showing that to you.
Yeah.
Can you read the next 2 messages or 3 messages that he sent to you sent?
Out loud? Or?
Yeah. It's page 792.
Is this me? Or no, is this him?
Sorry, this would be his. First.
Well, you can object. Come on up.
Sorry.
Right, come on up.
So he read you a couple messages that said, I'll legit send it back. I went to fire, or sorry, you want this fireplace and TV back, and you said, take it, I don't want it. And I was going to have you read the next messages back and forth. That would be him.
Fine, I'll legit send it back. What's your address?
So that's you offering to send the fireplace back?
Yes.
But you didn't offer for him to come in your house and physically take it.
No.
And when you said take it back, did you mean come break into my house and take this back?
No.
Objection meeting.
Good. Overruled.
Rachel, would it be fair to say that you sent the defendants some mixed messages about how you felt about it?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Would it be fair to say that you sent the defendants some mixed messages about how you felt about it?
Yes.
Would some of those have sort of sexual overtones to them?
Yes.
The defense attorney specifically mentioned something like rape me. Were you serious when you said something like that?
No.
Was that an exaggeration?
Yes.
Did you also talk to the defense about how you didn't want him to come show up at your house?
Yes.
Just 1 second. Rachel, that's all I have. Right.
Okay.
Attorney Star Branch?
After the first time he came up, you didn't see him, you said, don't come up again without telling me, right?
Correct.
But then you texted back and said, well, it was a little hot, right?
Right.
You see this confusion, I'm about to say what you said about the follow-up. Exactly what you said was, answer your question. The interview said to you, was there ever a time that you told about that you wanted someone to behave the way he behaved to like follow him, right? And you said, yeah, right?
Right.
That's-
All right, thank you. So, ma'am, that completes your testimony. You may step down. You're excused. Thank you.
Sorry about that with the commercial. Okay, it's over and done with, so that's just a benefit. I just want to rewind from the beginning. Seeing how stressed out he is, how sad he is. This is something else. Okay, so wow. Look at him. Excuse me, I thought I was just choking for a second there. So excuse me for all that noise. Alright, so the bottom line is, oh, I don't have no music on. The bottom line is, everybody, date smart, not thirsty. And this is so sad what that he went through. Because the bottom line is, he didn't really have anybody to support
I already
him.
told you.
Or he could
Girls that
talk
get
to,
it,
and then
get
he
it.
got a
Girls
commercial.
that don't.
Come on, just leave the guy alone. I'm sorry there. You know, the bottom line is, he didn't really have nobody to talk to. This is first taste of cookies. So the next video I'm gonna show is gonna be with him on the stand. Yes. I don't know what day I'm gonna do it. Might be Saturday, might be Sunday, I don't know. But if you can't catch, you can always watch the replay. But I'm gonna focus on with him on the stand, what he had to say. So to show her and breaking it down on the different ones. But this is so sad. There's so many criminals out here that's doing horrible things, and they need to be locked up. And it's amazing that some of these criminals doing horrible things, they get out. They walk the streets to do it again. This guy, no. So hopefully the judge will have some sort of mercy, and it won't. It just shouldn't happen. You know, this is what happens when you don't have anybody to really talk to or to help you, and he's probably been, you know, isolated. I don't know. But he was trying to please her. She said, stalk me, be obsessed over me. She asked for gifts. She gave him her number and where she lived at. He didn't find it. She gave it to him. And just like on social media, with me, I'd be very careful putting out my information. And everybody on social media, you have to be careful. Especially people out here that, or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'm not even going to get too much into that one. But just be careful out here, you know. Just be careful on social media. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that's just the end of it. I don't have much more to say. Stay tuned for some more of Donna Just Being Real. Check out my past commentary. And like I said, I'm going to do one more video on this one. And the next video is going to be with him on the stand. Either Saturday, Sunday, or maybe might be next week. I don't know what day it is, but I'll put it out there. We'll have a live stream with him on the stand and hear what he has to say. So we heard her. We hear him. Anybody wants? Check out my past commentary to find out the past other videos. If you kind of like, you know, out the loop. And everything. And Emmanuel, yes. And 603, blessings to you. Blessings to everybody here. Thank you for everybody coming in here. Thank you for engaging, sharing your thoughts and opinions. Thank you for the awesome emails that people have been sending to me. Thank you for all the blessings that you've been sending to this channel. I truly appreciate it. And also shout out to YouTube for sending me out some cool subscribers. All right. Date smart, not thirsty. We pray for this young man. Pray for him. He's just a victim of not dating smart. He was dating thirsty. Bye. Adios.